Welcome students. This is 12th lecture of reproduction in lower and higher animals. In this lecture we are going to study about the embryonic development. Embryonic development includes cleavages, blastulation, gastrulation, implantation, etc. Out of this first one, that is cleavage. Cleavage is the process of early mitotic division of zygote into hollow multicellular blastula. The cells which are formed by the cleavages are called as blastomeres. So, after cleavage, the daughter cells are formed and each cell is called as blastomere. Then, what is the process of cleavage? Cleavage is nothing but the cell division occurs in zygote. Zygote divides, redivides mitotically so as to produce daughter cells. So, in case of human being, cleavage is holoblastic type. What is meaning of holoblastic cleavage? In human, the entire zygote get divided into daughter cells. Therefore, such type of cleavage is called as holoblastic cleavage. The cleavages are longitudinal or horizontal type. May division occurs longitudinally or horizontally. So, the cleavages are longitudinal or horizontal type. It is radial or indeterminate type of cleavage, that is, a fate of blastomere are not predetermined. So all these blastomeres are previously not determined their fates, therefore indeterminate type of division occurs in embryo or zygote of the human being. The first cleavage is longitudinal, which occurs after 30 hours after the fertilization so as to form two daughter cells, and these two daughter cells are called as blastomeres. At this stage, the embryo is called as two-celled stage. Second cleavage is longitudinal but right angle to the first and occurs after 60 hours after the fertilization so as to form four daughter cells. These four blastomeres are formed from the result of second cleavage, and this stage is called as four-celled stage. Then third cleavage is horizontal and occurs after 72 hours of the fertilization so as to form 8-celled stage, or 8 blastomeres are formed after third cleavage. After third cleavage, the embryo enters into fourth cleavage. Fourth cleavage followed by fifth cleavage so as to form 16-celled or 32-celled stage respectively, and this stage is called as morula. What is morula? A bunch of 32 cells are called as morula. It is solid ball-like structure. Morula shows two types of cells. One is outer and smaller cells and another is inner larger cells. So bunch of inner larger cells are called as inner cell mass. This inner cell mass get converted into embryoblastous cells, whereas outer mass or outer cells forms a layer around the morula. It is called as outer clear cells and it converts into the tropoblast during blastula formation. Up to this stage, zona pellucida is retained around the embryo. Up to formation of morula, zona pellucida remains as it is around the embryo. What is zona pellucida? It is the layer which is secreted by vitelline membrane of the egg. It formed from a clear cell mass and it remains as it is around the embryo up to the formation of morula. After complete formation of morula, it get ruptured, and during formation of blastula, this blastula is without zona pellucida. It is ready for implantation. So before implantation, zona pellucida is present, and during implantation, zona pellucida get ruptured and tropoblast cells of the blastula get exposed to the embryonic uterine cavity, and therefore implantation occurs in fundus of the uterus, whereas implantation does not occurs in the fallopian tube because of the presence of zona pellucida layer. So it protects the implantation of embryo at the abnormal site. Then size of zygote and size of morula is similar. Why? The size of zygote and size of morula is similar because during morula formation, the cells of zygote get size of the daughter cells of zygote get reduced, but the size of zygote and size of morula remains as it is. And after the fourth day of the fertilization, this morula get enter into the uterus by isthmus and implantation occurs within the uterus. After formation of morula, it converts into the blastula and this mechanism is called as blastulation. Conversion of morula into blastula is called as blastulation. So here, see here again first cleavages. What is cleavages? Cleavages are the mitotic cell division occurs within zygote so as to forms daughter cells, and all these daughter cells are called as blastomeres. So these are the blue colored cells. These are called as blastomeres, which are formed from results from the formation of cleavages. 2 blastomeres are formed by first cleavage, 4 blastomeres are formed by second cleavage, 8 blastomeres are formed by third cleavage, 16 blastomeres are formed by fourth cleavage, and 32 blastomeres are formed from fifth cleavage. So cleavages are the mitotic cell division occurs in zygote. During cleavage, division occurs longitudinally and horizontally so as to forms daughter cells, and number get increases in the double form, that is 2 cells are converted into 4 celled stage, 4 celled stage converts into the 8 celled stage, 8 celled stage converted into 16 celled stage, and 16 celled stage converted into 32 celled stage. Up to this 32 celled stage, this zygote is converted into the morula, and this 16 or 32 celled stage is called as morula. It is in the form of bunch of cells. It looks like mulberry and it shows presence of outer protective covering, that is called as zona pellucida. Up to this stage, zona pellucida remains as it is around these blastomeres, and after formation of blastula, this zona pellucida layer get ruptured and exposure of trophoblast cells occurs during implantation. So these are the various cleavages results into the formation of morula. From morula, blastula get formed, and this phenomenon is called as blastulation. See here, what is blastulation? The process of formation of hollow and multicellular blastocyst is called as blastulation. The blastocyst enters into uterus and it remains floating for 2 to 4 days, that is till the end of 7th day after fertilization. Blastocyst remains floating in the uterus. The outer clear cells of morula now forms the layer called as trophoblast cells. So this trophoblast cells or trophoblast layer is formed from outer clear cells of the morula, whereas trophoblast cells absorb uterine milk and enlarge the blastocyst with fluid filled cavity, and this fluid filled cavity is called as blastocele. See here in this diagram again, the blastocele which is present within blastula, it is the fluid filled cavity and it fills the embryonic uterine fluid into the cavity which get absorbed from these trophoblast cells. Inner larger cells forms inner cell mass. So this inner larger cells forms the inner cell mass. It is also called as embryoblast, and outer cells forms the trophoblast. So the outer clear cells of the morula get converted into trophoblast cells, whereas inner cells get converted into embryoblast cells during formation of blastula or the process of blastulation. The cells of trophoblast which comes in contact with embryoblast cells called as cells of Robber. See here, this is outer trophoblast layer, but embryo get attached to this trophoblast layer by the cells called as cells of Robber. Here cells of Robbers are present, and these cells of Robbers are present in between trophoblast cells and blastocele cells, and these cells are in contact with embryoblast cells. At this stage, the blastocyst shows presence of polarity. See here again, this is one pole of this blastocyst and this is another pole. The embryo present towards embryonal pole and embryo is absent towards abembryonal pole. So towards embryonal pole embryo is present, whereas opposite side of this embryo-blaster cell is called as abembryonal pole. Therefore it shows polarity. One pole is embryonal pole and another pole or end is abembryonal end. By the end of 7th day, blastocyst is fully formed. After fertilization, at the 7th day after fertilization, this blastocele or let blastula get fully formed. It is ready for implantation as well as gastrulation. What is implantation? The fixation of this blastula into the uterine cavity is called as implantation. During implantation, the blastula get buried in the wall of uterus, and during gastrulation, formation of germ layer occurs. So implantation and gastrulation occur simultaneously after 7th day of the fertilization. Now this zona pellucida get ruptured. See here, zona pellucida is present in all the diagram, first, second, third, fourth and fifth. But in last diagram, the zona pellucida layer is absent. Why? It get ruptured, and after rupturing this zona pellucida layer, implantation occurs. Zona pellucida prevents implantation at abnormal site. What is role of zona pellucida? It prevents implantation at abnormal site. Implantation occurs in uterus and does not occur in fallopian tube because of the presence of this zona pellucida. It does not expose trophoblast cells till it reaches the uterus. When blastula reaches the uterus, and then only trophoblast cells are ruptured and blastula get exposed to the uterine wall. Now it get ruptured and becomes ready for implantation as well as gastrulation. Here implantation and gastrulation process occur simultaneously after formation of complete blastula or after entering blastula into the uterine cavity. Then implantation occurs after the 7th day after fertilization and before 10th day after fertilization, that is in between 7th to 10th day, this implantation occurs. See here, the entire blastocele or blastula get buried into the wall of endometrium, and this mechanism is called as implantation. And this implantation occurs in between 7th to 10th day after fertilization. During implantation, embryo get buried in endometrium of the uterus. Here, the fundus part of this uterus, within this part, the implantation occurs. Before that, the zygote is formed in ampulla of the fallopian tube. After formation of zygote, first mitotic division, that is first cleavage occurs within this oviduct. Second cleavage also occurs in oviduct, and third fourth cleavage so as to form morula stage. After formation of morula, it get converted into blastula, and this blastula enters into the uterine cavity by isthmus, remains floating and then get buried into the wall of uterus, and this mechanism or burying mechanism is called as implantation. This implantation occurs in between 7th to the 10th day after fertilization. During implantation, embryo get embedded into the wall of the uterus, and this phenomenon is called as implantation. What is the period of implantation? After 7th day and before 10th day of the fertilization, implantation occurs. Where implantation occurs? Implantation occurs in fundus part of the uterus. So, site of implantation is fundus of the uterus. All of you know the parts of uterus, that is anterior part of the uterus is called as fundus, middle part is called as body, and lower part is called as cervix. Then in which part of the uterus implantation occurs? That is in fundus part of the uterus implantation occurs. During implantation, trophoblast cells get differentiated into two different layers, that is syncytioblast and cytotrophoblast. Syncytotrophoblast, these are the cells which are multinucleated and it invaginated into the endometrium by releasing lytic enzyme. These syncytotrophoblast cells get embedded into the endometrium by releasing lytic enzyme. Due to this, blastocyst is buried deeply into the endometrium at the end of 10th day of the fertilization. See here in this diagram, the this blastose is completely buried in the wall of endometrium before the 10th day of the fertilization. In this way, implantation of embryo occurs in the fundus part of this uterus.